Nneka, I'm not sure how many people outside of Seattle gave y'all a chance, but the effort y'all put, obviously, in game two and in this game tonight, not the result you wanted, but can you just maybe summarize and how proud you are at least of the effort and that y'all left it all on the floor?
Yeah, I mean, this is a back-to-back championship team, um, with one of the greatest players to ever play on the team, and um, we did not back down, starting from how we responded in game one, obviously, bringing it back here. But we fought to the very end, and that was something that we wanted to do. We wanted to make sure that we gave ourselves a chance at every moment. I'm proud. I'm proud of our effort today. I'm proud of our effort um, to get us to this point, you know, during the regular season as well.
Erica, this is for you. Can you just talk about everything you were able to bring to the team this year and what that's meant to you? I know it's tough tonight, but what it's meant to you this season and what I think you've meant to Seattle.
Um, I think me just owning the adjustment from coming off the bench, starting, coming off the bench, and just being able to be whatever I need to be for the team on any given night. Like Nneka said, we fought hard. We gave them a battle. Nobody put us in this position to have this game this close because of the first game, and I think we responded well in the second game. So to be in this game, losing by one hurt, but I for sure think we put the world on notice that we wasn't a team to back down. This wasn't no walk in the park for them, and they know that.
Sorry, I know it's tough right now, but I wanted to ask about that final possession and just what you saw from the Aces defense and your team just
Mhm.
trying to make that final bucket. What did that look like from your vantage point?
I'll take that shot every time. Every time it just didn't go in and hit the back of the rim. But I'll take that shot every time, and I'll own that. I would love for it to go in, but I'll take that shot every time. We had two good open looks at the rim. That's the part of basketball. Sometimes you win some, sometimes you lose some, and today one of those days it just didn't go. I mean, that's really it. I'll take that shot every time.
Nneka, if I could just follow up on Michael's question, um, with everything that you've seen in your career, you're sitting next to someone who pours her emotions in. I remember
Yeah.
in 2019 when she hoisted that MVP trophy, what she's meant and brought the best out of veterans like you and Sky.
Absolutely, she brings that enthusiasm to the game. I had the pleasure of actually being on that All-Star team and also playing in LA with her. So um, that passion, that's something that not a lot of people can bring. Um, and she's someone that doesn't count herself out, when a lot of people do. And that's very hard to do in this league. People can identify you as one thing, and then that's kind of your reputation for the rest of your career. But she has reinvented herself year after year. Um, she came here um, without the without being sure of what it would be. You know, there were other teams that wanted her. She came here um, with less in her contract because she believed in what we were assembling here, and I think that she's proven not just to the league, but I think to herself as well that she's a veteran to be respected. It's something that I've always respected about her, but I think that it's important for her to understand her true value, and I'm really proud of how E played this season.
Appreciate
All right, we'll take a few questions from Zoom. Percy, go ahead.
Hey there, this question for Erica. Hey, Erica, obviously it's probably impossible to know, but if this game was in Seattle, could you see a different result just with everything that you guys did on Tuesday and that crowd? These games were vastly similar, and just wanted to get sort of get your thoughts on that.
If this game is in Seattle, you asking?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Sir? Oh, okay. He said sir.
Sorry.
um,
Sorry.
I don't know. I think that we still would have came out with the effort we came out with. Um, we do have a 6-man in Seattle with probably one of the best fans that I've ever played in front of. But I can't give you the answer to that because it wasn't that. We were in Vegas, so I really don't know. Um, so yeah, just to answer your question.
Thanks, Percy. Bella, go ahead.
For you, Nneka, it looked on the broadcast like you were sort of the one leading the huddle and giving a message to your teammates at the final whistle. Just what was your message to your teammates after that result?
I mean, it's not oftentimes that I'm spirited, but I really just was telling the team, like, get out of yourself and get into the collective. You know, these are the types of moments where you just got to let it roll off your back. And perhaps it might be, I guess, a little bit pretentious for me to say because that's just how I am. But I got out of myself to just communicate in that moment. You know, we all had moments during the game where we just needed to kind of let go and keep it moving and be together and be where we were as a group. And so that was kind of my biggest message in that huddle.
Maz, go ahead.
Yeah. Hey, Erica, you played with Nneka in LA and you played with her here. Can you just talk to, she gets 2 points in the she gets 2 points in the first half and then 9 in the fourth quarter and ends with 16. I mean, what is it that you can say about her?
Well, I told Sky at halftime, I was like, Nneka only had 4 attempts. I don't care what Noe we're drawing up. We got to get Nneka the ball. She's one of our head of the snakes, and Scott took pride in that. But for me, what y'all don't know about Nneka is when we say president, it's really that. Like the work, first one in the gym, sometime last one in the gym is just very disciplined. Um, Someone that probably gonna be a Hall of Famer because of her work ethic and what you guys seeing every night. Just winning these games for us. I look up to her. I call her before I signed here because I heard a lot of things about Seattle. And for me, coming to Seattle wasn't about the money. I could have went somewhere and made money. Like I'm good with money. But I called Nneka and I said, Nneka, just give me the God honest truth of what's in Seattle. And the things she told me is what drew me to come to Seattle. So, and I knew I was playing with Nneka, who's going to give me that leadership that I need because my previous year had me a little less confident. But I knew being with Nneka would give me something that I haven't had, and she's been showing up for us all season. And she's gonna continue to show up for us off the court too as well. We got some things to get handled. But I'm Nneka is one of those one of a kind, those one of a one people that you don't come across. And when you come across her, you soak up everything that she has, her energy, the way she speak, the way she talk, the way she just hold herself accountable with everything is ain't like it. It's one of one for sure.
Last question will go Andrew Jones.
Thanks as always for you, Nneka, and that could have been a WNBA Finals with how well played that series was, and Noelle, Quinn, and the staff drawing up another clutch play for you all this season. That shot for Ewell. You talk about Noelle's leadership throughout the season again, and do you feel that this is a team that clearly chose the title ambitions to run it back with this core whenever the next season happens?
I mean, obviously, it's a very premature question. I know that we had a very tight knit group when it came to the culture. So you're hoping that you see a lot of these pieces back together. Um, you know, this is a league where anything can happen. I've been playing for a really long time. The reality is that this team is not going to be the same next year. No team is ever the same from year to year. But I do know that we have a lot of people that bought into what we were about this year. So I'm very grateful to have been a part of it. And we had some amazing words from our ownership, our ownership group today. And I still believe in this organization. And I know that I'm not the only one who thinks that.
Thanks, E. Thanks, Nneka.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, Coach Quinn, you're sort of saying beforehand that this could be a game that came down to just a few little plays.
Mhm.
did it feel like that's kind of what happened tonight? And overall, I guess, what are your thoughts about pushing the Aces basically to the brink?
Yeah, I'm super proud of my team. The growth that they showed, the resiliency to even get here and be in this moment. For them to, the Aces were the hottest team. Everybody was talking about how great they were, and they were playing extremely good basketball. For us to come and force a game 3 in an environment like this, when you're talking about the little details, we're just a defensive rebound away from getting a stop. Get a good look at it, to potentially have a game winner. And in order to be in a one possession game with the hottest team in the league, you have to focus in on the details of the game. You have to have heart. You have to have next play mentality. And I thought that the group did that. There's some tough shots made, some gritty, defensive possessions. To go from a 7-point second quarter, to I'm always bad at math. 47, second half, again, showed, the growth of this team. And I'm super proud of, pushing this thing, pushing Vegas to the brink.
No, I think as you walked by us off the court, I could be wrong, but I believe you had your collar in your mouth just kind of clenching. And I think that picture goes well with what Becky says. She said, we stole that one from them. We had to steal that. Um, did it feel like that at the end?
Yeah, I just wanted so bad for this group because they worked hard, and that's the competitor in me. I played so much basketball, sometimes I wish I'm out there with them. And two, yeah, it's just the group. They're so committed to each other and what we wanted to do this year. We had a tough August, but it didn't show in September. Um, the fight and the resiliency that they had is that was my emotion for them. I know how I've been in championship atmospheres and games. I've won 2 and just want this group to feel that. And the fight that they had, going to the huddles, again, the connectivity, the readiness. We weren't scared at all. Respect our opponent, but I thought that um, we had the desire, the passion, and all of those intangible things that you need to have in a game 3 like this. So it wasn't anything, you know. I'm proud of the group, just wanting it so bad for them because they deserve it.
So much has been made about obviously Nneka or Sky and Dom, right, emerging. But I don't know if you remember 2019 All-Star game with Erica here.
Hmm.
She talked about her mom and how emotional she was. When I did the story on you, she talked about how special that first conversation she had with you was. Can you talk about what she's brought to this team and what she's meant to you this season?
Yeah, he has had a career season. She's, was forgot about for the past few seasons, in my opinion. And when I spoke with E in the off season, she wanted to have transparency and truth from her head coach, and I was committed to doing that the entire season. And in return, I told her I wanted her to get back to the 2019 E, because she still has a lot of basketball in her. She's a capable scorer. She's an amazing defender. And the spirit of E is, what really one of the people that kept us connected, because she's the same way. And whether it's good days or bad days, obviously we all have them, but the energy that she showed sometimes when she didn't have it, on and off the floor, mattered. And I think she was one of our best 3-point shooters all season. She had big moments today on both ends of the floor. And I think this was another testament to just who she is, and just giving a player an opportunity, to be exactly who they are, to be in a system that we have confidence and trust in her. Um, and I think the connectivity with me and E stemmed from that conversation, and I never wavered from that. I wanted to give her exactly what she needed, and that was truth and love. and that's how we flowed all year. And I just she did amazing all season through all the different roles, starting, coming off the bench, you know, playing big minutes in the game 3. She was prepared and ready for this moment.
All right, we'll go to Zoom. Percy, go ahead.
Hey, Coach. Congrats on a fantastic season. Hey, just wanted to ask. In a 1-point game, what can you point to that decided this outcome? And I guess I know it's kind of impossible to know with any type of certainty, but if this game was in Seattle, could you imagine a different result? You know, kind of especially with what you guys did in that close win on Tuesday.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, we played better on the road all season, and I think that really prepared us for this moment. In this league, you have to win games on the road if you want to be successful. You know, Seattle was cracking, for lack of a better word, the other night, and the energy was electric, and I think that really gave us a boost. But today, I felt like the energy was really focused on the group. They provided energy for each other. Um, I think, you know, we were again one possession of one rebound away, honestly, defensive rebound away from, you know, having an opportunity to, you know, walk away with this victory. I would have to look at the film to kind of pinpoint. We actually out rebounded them. We shot better from 3. You know, there are a lot of things that we did well. I think maybe our turnovers and some timely ones within some possessions. But for the most part, thinking back on the game, it felt like just this heavyweight battle, possession by possession. We didn't get, you know, to this thing, I mean, 8-point, you know, differential, the biggest margin for the Aces. I think we fought back within that. So can't pinpoint one thing right now. But I think we did a lot of really good things in order to put ourselves in a position to even have an opportunity to win.
Last question, we'll go Jeff Brown.
Yeah, coach. So the Aces have eliminated you guys now 3 times out of the last 4 years. I know it's obviously raw and difficult right now, but obviously this series was the closest of all. Can you just kind of talk about like the lessons learned from these playoff matchups that you've had with the Aces over the past few years?
Today in particular, again, I'm super proud. We were relying on very heavy minutes from a 19-year-old phenom in the rotation who has never been in this environment. You know, from y- previous seasons, our team was different, so it's kind of hard to kind of start comparing. But just talking about, you know, the performances from this group this year, just gutty. I think defensively, we were able to match up better. I think, you know, even though we weren't a high 3-point shooting team, didn't take a lot. Thought that, you know, being efficient in these last couple of games really mattered. I thought that our execution down the stretch, we were poised. We knew what we were doing and were confident in that. And you know, being in those battles for years, Ezzy grew a lot in those battles. And today, I thought that her presence was great in a matchup like this. So I don't know about comparing, but I know this group fought super hard to be here. Nobody expected us to be in the game 3 with the Aces at all, except for the Seattle Storm and everybody who was in that locker room. And because of that, we were able to do exceedingly and abundantly above all that you guys thought. And again, yeah, the Aces are a great organization, an amazing team. And respectfully, I have to make sure I give Becky and her organization the kudos and the love that they need because they are the standard and they continue to be excellent every season. But shout out to my group to fight hard and to prove a lot of people wrong.
Thanks, Coach.